couple of minutes, Chris. There are breaking new developments in the push to protect lawmakers. We have confirmed the State Patrol implemented a mass notification system back in 2017 to send alerts to those working at the Capitol complex.
But tonight, the Ramsey County Sheriff says it wasn't used to alert two state lawmakers about the danger they were in the night they were attacked in their homes. And now he is demanding accountability.
Jay Coles is live at the Capitol with the story you are seeing first on 5. Jay?
Yeah, Kevin, Sheriff Bob Fletcher calls it a safety failure, saying there's no excuse for not having or not using a functional mass notification system the night Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed. It started shortly after 2 a.m. June 14th, when prosecutors say Vance Belter shot and wounded State Senator John Hoffman and his wife at their Champlin home. Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed at their home in Brooklyn Park an hour and a half later. State Senator Heather Gustafson, who says she was on Belter's hit list, told me in a recent interview she was not notified until nearly 4 hours after that first attack, and now wants an audit to find out why lawmakers were not notified quicker.
Who is in charge of letting legislators know that there is an imminent threat when they're outside of the Capitol?
We've learned similar questions were asked 8 years ago at a meeting of the Capitol Security Committee.
That we should have some type of public address system in our text messages on our phones for staff as well as those who are regularly at the Capitol.
Senator Warren Limmer asking the State Patrol in 2017 if this type of technology was available.
I'm just wondering, is that something that we should consider here in light of activities that we can inform people?
At that time, the State Patrol said they were doing just that.
We are actually in the process of rolling out a mass notification system for the complex.
He's talking about a system called Everbridge. Their website says it can be used to send out alerts in a variety of situations, including an active assailant. In a statement, the Minnesota Department of Public Safety said, quote, "This system was set up to notify those who work on the Capitol complex of alerts in specific areas of work. It is a voluntary notification system specific to Capitol areas. We are assisting the Sergeant at Arms and their legislative leadership to expand the system."
Be aware.
Sheriff Fletcher responding, calling it a safety failure, and, quote, "The State Patrol Capitol Security Division has been working on this issue for 8 years, but failed to implement an effective alert program that could have notified Melissa Hortman and others of the active potential threat against them. These notifications could have occurred shortly after the Capitol security captain was notified at 2:37 a.m. of the Hoffman attack, an hour before the Hortmans were killed." Now, I asked DPS if Everbridge is fully operational. That's the system. And they say yes, and it continues to be used as originally intended to notify people working on the Capitol complex of relevant safety alerts. And they also explain why it's voluntary, saying it's up to lawmakers and staff to decide whether to participate. Reporting live at the Capitol, Jay Coles, 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, that's a big development, Jay. Thank you so much.